What's going on, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? Yeah, a little bit late. Trying to get a few things done inside the house as far as dinner goes. So, not even a minute late. Arnie and a lot of everybody else is over watching Lane. I did get one bingo before I had to come over here. I happened right on the second game, right as I came, get ready to come over. I've been in some pain today, dealing with going to therapy. They really worked my right hand. 1776. The guy with the bad dad jokes. Hey, Randy. Yeah, 1776. Yeah, you're close to getting that 1,000 subscriber mark. All I can say is, do like me, just keep plugging away, try and get the videos out. Hitting, all the different channels. You'll get there. That's how I've been doing it. Of course, right now I can't, put out much content with one functioning good hand, especially since the one hand that's not good is my dominant hand. Really, Randy? Like taking a vacation day? We get ours tomorrow, so I got to get that done tonight. So that way it gets put out. Get something. If I don't get it all tonight, the rest of it done first thing in the morning. Yeah, I know. I mean, I got one video out there of me can crushing, and I had, I think, like 2,500 views on it, and it's like that. I don't understand. Sure to get a lot of views on, but don't get any subscribers from it. All right, that'll work, Randy. Yeah, I gotta go back to the doctor, the actual doctor itself, Wednesday afternoon, for him to do X-ray on the hand again, see how it's doing, whether or not I can get back to work. I got these mini pallet coasters right there. I got them made. I was actually using the 23 gauge rad nailer, and I was actually using the right hand. So hopefully we'll get back to where I'm using the right hand, at least for staples and stuff like that. If not, we'll be back using the left. At least if I can, doctor says yes, I can go back to work. If I have to, for a while, switch up. Try and use the right hand as much as possible. If I can't, we'll go back to, see about doing everything left-handed. Yeah. Oh, I've had a lot of views on a lot of my videos. Matter of fact, before I even hit, that was over 2 years ago on that can crushing video, a little short and everything I did. And I don't even think at that time, I don't even think I had 600 subscribers. And that's one thing I don't understand is put video out, out there as a content creator. And a lot of people like, oh, I like that, but they don't want to subscribe to find out more stuff. To me, if I find a channel's got interesting information, I'm definitely going to be subscribing to it. Matter of fact, one I just got through subscribing to. It's this one couple. They're going all over the East Coast and everything, playing putt-putt golf. I watched the video they put out earlier today. And it's like, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, some of the golf courses that they go to, these are mini putt-putt golf courses. sources. I like watching that. I mean, there's like 20, 25-minute long videos, but the way they do it and everything, it's interactive. I mean, not interactive, but entertaining. That's what we're trying to do. Not only are we trying to do stuff to inform, like some of the stuff that I've done, it's like just trying to inform you and show you how it's done. I mean, I would have done more on the washing machine, but like I said, there's no way for me to have myself in there and the camera and the washing machine showing, putting everything back together. I mean, I tried showing as much as I could, but hey, I got it working. I've already done like 3 or 4 loads in it, just off that one part. And I will tell you this: if you got a washing machine um, that's going bad, belt driven or all electronic, go to your local used appliance store. Ask them if they have any of the direct drives. Those things are still out there in numbers, and parts are easy. It's easy to get. I mean, that little kit I got was $14.06, not even $15 off of Amazon. Got it in 2 days. Got it in within 30 minutes or so. I had, washing machine up and going. That's after getting the part. I thought it might have been the coupler, but no, it was the drum brake or clutch brake or whatever it was. And this one guy, he was doing a video on it showing, how to determine if it's bad or not. It's like, yep, mine's bad. So I wound up replacing it all. It wasn't really all that hard to do. Cramped in the area I had. What, POJ? Piece of junk? Or is it POSJ? Piece of scrap junk. Yeah, it's a problem with, appliances, anything else that's being made today. They're being made to throw away. Vertical modular one? Yeah, it's okay. I'll still take the old school style, all the mechanical stuff that doesn't have all the computer uh, sensors and stuff like that on it. I don't even think mine's even got any lights on it. So that's that Whirlpool Series 80, the big drum, big load. All right, thank you 76 for subbing to Randy. Yeah, if anybody hadn't watched it, he was showing how to test the fuel pump on a riding lawnmower. I'm going, that's something simple and easy to try. If you got a problem with ride lawnmower, even I think it would even pertain even to a regular push mower. Um, if it's got a fuel pump on it, that's an easy way to find out. Disconnect your fuel line from the carburetor and try turning it over. If you got fuel coming out, okay, your pump's good, then you got a problem with the carburetor or you got a problem somewhere else. And most of the time, in the carburetor. I do know there are times when coil's gone bad, the kill switch is bad. Shut up, Ed. Um, I know that on some of them, say you hit a rock or something, while mowing, shear off the key, the slot key and everything between the flywheel and the crank. That happens, yeah, it's going to throw the timing out. It ain't going to run. Yep, that's what I was thinking, Randy, that I've seen videos out there say it's not the main one that's up on top. There's another one up underneath, and it's that bottom one that goes bad. And it's a pain in the you-know-what to be able to get to, because you got to pull the tire off, pull the inner fender well and everything out, just to be able to get to it. And I don't understand why they've got a second battery in there. That makes no sense. I mean, it's not a 24-volt system, so why have a second battery? Yeah, and I had to go get a tire today on the car. Found out the left rear had a belt separation in it, and I got over there to the tire shop this morning before going to the therapist. Oh boy, yeah, that thing was really, it was about ready to come apart. They got the tire and everything off instead of putting it in the good section. They made sure to destroy it by sticking a knife and everything through the sidewall on it. Really? Why would they need a 48 volt? Okay, I know military, they're usually the only ones that have like a 24-volt system. Everybody else runs 12-volt. I don't understand what's the purpose of having 48-volt unless you're running a solar system. I mean, that I understand. And speaking of which, one thing I found out the other day is that I've been thinking about going to 24-volt system for the other garage. Well, doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that unless I want to purchase something else. Because if y'all remember a while back, I wanted buying that wind generator. Yeah, come to find out it's 12 volts. So I can't use that to actually be able to charge the batteries at nighttime. We have nice amounts of wind, especially right now with all this weather we've got going on. E-torque. I with Randy, with the way they got cars and everything made today, I have not been keeping up with them as far as technology. Um, so I have no idea if it's. Like I say, is if it's probably 2010 or newer. Don't get me to line up, because I would have no idea. I mean, it took me a while just to figure out what was going on with my mom's car, and I happened to catch one video, and it was the only one I found out there on YouTube. The guy specifically was talking about it, and what you cook us for dinner? That way we can go to show up. I hadn't had dinner yet either. I'll shut this down. We'll go over to his house and all have dinner with him. Hopefully she made enough for everybody. But now, as far as on my mom's car, I kept, I talked to, a few people, told them what was going on. Nobody ever mentioned check that fuse. Watch this one video. It's like, okay, let me go check. Got out there, pulled the cover off. You know what? There ain't no damn fuse in there. So what the hell? So went inside the car, looked on the inside fuse panel, found a fuse that wasn't even being used, same amperage. Pulled it out, put it in, or started up. I'm going, bacon? Put bacon in the potato soup? Uh, Randy, I wouldn't mind. I got so much stuff going on, and me still not working. Yeah, I've got one more bill I got to try and get paid. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to scrape together the money to get that thing paid. It's due by this coming Sunday. And unfortunately, my mom doesn't get paid till next Wednesday next week. She's got a doctor's appointment in the morning. So that's going to take money. I got to figure out about Wednesday going to my doctor if I got to pay that or not. I mean, that's $30 right there. And unfortunately, right now, I'm have to, as they say, I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul to get John taken care of. I had to use all my credit cards. Thank goodness I got enough credit on a few of them still to pay for that tire. I definitely know a lot of people probably still, like I said, over there, A Lane, because Arnie, he's up on panel with her. God, I feel sorry for her if she ever got trapped in an enclosed room with him. Man, the smell would be awful, especially if Layla's in there too. About getting gassed out. It sounds like Mother Nature was getting the band warmed up again. We've been having nothing but rain. Uh, oh, really? So what does the guy do? Sabotage stuff in the house? Hey, Izzy. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Izzy, I appreciate you coming in. My channel, you never know what's going to be talked about on a live stream. This thing, it bounces, every topic bounces all off the walls. Oh, I did get at least one bingo before I left over there. All right, so what's going on with the AC unit? Is it the inside or outside unit or something? It could be low on refrigerant, or you've got something blocking airflow. You know, the inside unit, if it freezes up, it could be low on refrigerant, or you've got some kind of airflow restriction. Inside coils freezing up. Um, is the blower fan on the outside unit turning properly? That could also be something else. If that outside fan is not spinning correctly, uh, say not fast enough, it could be worse not pulling enough air going across the coils. Okay. Check the filter, because if you're not getting enough airflow going through the filter going across the coils inside, then that could be a restriction. If it's not that, then it could be low on refrigerant. Best thing to do is shut it off or put it on fan only. That way the air's flowing, and that sounds like it could be a low on refrigerant. I'd put, I'd set the temperature higher, say to 72. Um, let's see, at 6 degrees or 10 degrees, so say 74. I set it for 74 and turn it on, see what happens. But after letting it sit there and run on fan only, not AC or heat, fan only. And make sure, like I said, make sure the filter's not clogged up. Well, like I said, they may not have to, providing that you've got the, if it's low refrigerant, yeah, I mean, run it at 78 degrees. That's probably not going to be a big deal. But I do know that, yeah, if it's, I had this thing happen to me when I lived out in the country. For some reason, the AC unit uh, was low on refrigerant. That's why the coil inside was freezing up. And the AC guy come out, check it. It's a problem. Um, Maybe, I don't know. What's happening is if it's freezing up, that means the expansion valve um, is not opening up enough to allow the refrigerant to flow through. That's why refrigerant is staying in the condensing coil or the evaporator and freezing everything up. Now, I wouldn't do that. Right. I mean, if you were talking, they're talking to them and, uh, you know, asked them to, they could check it out. They said, yeah, then okay. Like I said, first thing I would do is check that, the filter, make sure it's not clogged up or restricting enough airflow. But like I said, I would just set the unit on the fan only. That way you just got, the inside air itself just blowing across the evaporator and it'll melt that, the ice and everything. And once that's done, then I would set the temperature up higher to about 73, 74, turn it on and see what it does. If it still wants to do it, then AC unit tech's got to come out, put their gauges on, and check it. Dinner should just about be ready for me to go in and get mine. That might be big enough. I'm not sure. Like I said, as far as house AC, I'm not a I'm not an expert on it. I know I've dealt with car AC. I know there's really not much of a difference. One is for a house and the other one's for a car. Everything's still the same. You're going to have the pump, condenser, evaporator, the blower, all that kind of stuff. Um, I mean that's that's not really that much of a difference, really. Um, it might be. I don't know. Sure, Randy. Like I said, I'm not an expert on that. I mean, I know that for this garage, I've got it's a 400 square foot garage, and I think it's a 1200 BTU AC unit. Keeps it decent here on hot days. I've got it running right now because it's so humid, muggy out with all the storms we've got. Yeah, well, not factory charge because those things have to be charged by a technician when they install it. Um, so it might be leaking refrigerant, which is going to be R22. Um, and by the way, there is no such thing as Freon. Freon was a trade name by DuPont because it's what they use in automotive is refrigerant 12 or dichlorodifluoromethane. Houses, they use R22. What that is, I don't know. Something similar. Okay. Well, they still could have used the. They might if it's new system, then yeah, they'd be putting in newer refrigerant. That's a possibility. I said I haven't done AC work on cars in God 3-4 years. The last thing I did was I had to change out an air compressor, which I mean wasn't really all that hard. The biggest problem was um, getting the system put into a vacuum and then recharge it. Once I got all that done, it works fine. Well, the problem is my adapter for the cans was not the same, so I had to go get a new one. True. Now, I mean, the low side should feel cold and should sweat just a little bit, but it's that low. The high side's going to be hot, and the low side's going to be cold. True, and like I said, that could be the expansion valve. Okay, if it's not, then that means it's low on refrigerant. So they're going to have it's low on refrigerant. It was working fine prior. They get a leak in the system somewhere. Then that's the fun part of tracing that, where it's have to get a sniffer and everything out to find out where the uh, refrigerant's leaking at. Those sniffers are not cheap. Go over here, look it up. Yeah, the gauges themselves are not cheap. I mean, I'm finding some here on Amazon. Um, you got rechargeable ones starting at like $50. You got them going up to about 120. Um, wow, got one that's like $357. Um, I don't know if that one would really be any good. They're rechargeable for 27. Like I said, say you get what you pay for. Yeah, like $225. Um, like their best seller on here, well, that's just a pump kit with the gauges. There's a leak detector. No, I mean, it's not bad. Okay. I mean, bring it up. Screen, Amazon, share. I mean, that one right there, I've never heard of that brand. Um, so it shows there's been over 1,000 of them sold in the past month. Okay. So you got your gauges, um, got the vacuum pump, and it's got the vacuum oil, it's got a leak detector, different fittings. 125 bucks might not be all that bad. You got the different sizes and everything. Now that CFM, that means how much that vacuum pump is going to be pulling the vacuum. So the higher the number, that means the more powerful and faster it's going to pull a vacuum on the system. Yeah, that could be something else also. Temperature does, have an effect on it. So, I mean, the only thing I can do is speculate as far as what's wrong with it. Without being there and looking at it and everything, it's kind of hard to say. Like I said, for me, it's easy to be able to diagnose something if you're standing right there and physically, looking at it. I say, with my mom's car, it's like I had no idea, being computer controlled, I had no idea, I don't even know when that fuse was ever pulled out. Yeah, I mean, if it's in the 40s, you don't need AC. I mean, hell, even if it's in the 50s, you don't need air conditioning. Well, you don't need to shut the breaker off because a lot of those are, heat and AC. So you shut the AC off and everything. So you got in the 40s, you're going to want the heater going. You don't want to shut the breaker off because that means your unit's not even going to be operating. Turn that off, I think. Yeah. It's just the thing is like, Dad, turn my air compressor off after using it last night. I know when I went in last, Crystal was still um, napping. My mom hadn't gotten back up. So I got food in the oven, a little toaster oven. That's the one thing I do like about that little toaster oven is I can set the temperature, set the timer, and let it go. It's like, cause I know I put something in the oven the other day to cook. Okay, fine. No, it was a little bit longer. Came out burnt. Damn it. That ain't good. All right, who else is in here? Because it seems that Randy's the only one that's wanting to put anything in the chat. Like I said, open topic. Right now, the only thing we're talking about is HVAC. I do know that. Oh, let me see if I can find it. There was we got an auction that goes up over in Dallas uh, for cars all the time. It's every Saturday, or almost every Saturday. And they had, I don't remember what year Cadillac it was, but it was a two-door Cadillac convertible. And you talking about being ugly? Oh my God. Oh, hang on. I sent, oh, yeah, I sent Oli a picture of it. Let's see if it'll come back up. Internet's still not working all that great. I got to contact Spectrum to find out what the status is on uh, getting that back. All right. So I got the Circle of Death going. I'm trying to get that. Anyways, I found a '07 Dodge Nitro. I think it was like 81,000 miles on it. Runner. Uh, I was looking at that and going, damn, that would be perfect. It's a little V6. It's bigger version of, or not a bigger version, but it's a very similar to Caliber, but a little bit bigger, being rear-wheel drive. At the time I was looking at it, okay, bid was $100. I'm going, okay. So I logged in and put a bid of 200 on it. They said, what's your highest bid? I go, 500. Figured, okay, fine. Got the notification, we got outbid on it. Like, damn it. Someone bid 600. Okay, fine. That was on Thursday. Friday, I looked at it again. Someone had already bid 800. Yeah, that bid's going to go up more. It's like, yeah, it's definitely outside my what I can afford right now. I was talking to Crystal, say, look, get that Nitro. Mimi, hey, Roadrunner, how you doing? But now they had that. Oh, you know what? You know, Roadrunner, I did not realize I was not sub to you. I am now. Sorry about that. That's one thing. I do try to subscribe to everybody that comes in and wants to support my channel. So I'm going to go and support them. Hey, you're not the only one. Hey, and I'm an old goat with a injured wing. Very injured wing. And that is still not wanting to come up. Oh, there we go. Let's see if they still have it. That's up to them, Randy. Uh-oh. Something else flew in. Yep. Let me get them popped out. Once these insects come flying up in there and they get stuck, they stink. Oh, there it went. Yeah. And if you get a bug zapper and a bug gets zapped in there, get you a piece of trimmer line, plastic. Be able to reach in there, pop them out, and you won't get zapped, and you won't get your hair standing straight up. Okay, so they don't have any car. There's no cars listed. Oh man, I wish I could. If that thing comes up, I'm gonna have to uh, show you guys. But man, you're talking about an ugly, ugly. Um, what do you mean vertical live stream? On a live stream, I do stuff like this. Unless you're talking about when I'm doing it on my cell phone, and that's the only way I do it. But it's very rare I do anything on live stream on my phone. I've always got it either here in the garage, which I'm still working on, or I've done it out in my other garage using a laptop. Now I have done like I said, I have done some live streams, uh, but that's mobile, and that's when I've been out. About matter of fact, the last one was back in December, late November, early December, when did the Christmas parade. And what really surprised me was actually I had someone from I don't remember where they were at over in Europe. They said they don't have anything like that. Oh, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. And like I said, you never know what we're going to be talking about on live stream. Depends on who shows up, who's up on panel. Uh, Now I do some woodworking. Matter of fact, right now, uh, I'm when I'm injuring myself. I don't know how good it's showing up, but there's a scar that runs right through here, and I went up back in March. I had carpal tunnel done on my right hand, and I was doing some work with the miter saw, and the blade caught the ace ramp wrap bandage, sucked my hand straight up into the miter saw, and sliced straight through here, cut the tendon on this finger, and right through the joint right there. And the ER had to go in that night, that Sunday night, 15 stitches, and then the 20th, exactly 1 week later, had to go in for reconstructive surgery for that. But yes, I do woodworking. I've shown stuff like that. Um, yeah, it's still healing. Yeah, you can barely see the line going. It starts from like right up here at this knuckle, and it comes all the way down. That pink line you see, that's that. Right now, that's about all I can bend those fingers. That's it. But yeah, as far as woodworking goes, yeah. Uh, I've been making some of these little mini pallet coasters. Uh, this all out of some scrap wood. Uh, I got, matter of fact, got a giveaway I'm doing when I hit 1,000 subs. Uh, Second, third, and fourth will get a set of two. First place gets a $50 Amazon gift card. Um, Matter of fact, my work tables here, these are all made out of wood that I've built myself. Uh, Something else I made out of scrap wood. It's a hot foam, uh, styrofoam hot wire cutter. I made out of scrap wood and parts. Matter of fact, everything that I bought for it was less than $20. Um, My computer desk is made out of wood that I brought home from work from my job, pieced it all together and built all from scratch. Hey, dancing, how you doing? Um, well, once I hit a thousand subscribers, I'll do a video, and everybody subscribed and everything. All I can do is leave a comment, okay? And then shortly afterwards, I'll be doing a live stream. I'll put everybody's name on a wheel, and it's going to be a process of elimination. So it's it's one name. Thank you, appreciate that. Uh, but anyways, it's going to be one name entered. So say if I got 20, 30 people, I'm gonna be happy. And as the wheel spins throughout the live stream, I'll probably do about 3 or 4 spins, depends upon. Hey, appreciate you being here. Uh, but anyways, like I said, I'll probably do about 3 or 4 spins. Those names will be eliminated until it gets down to 4th, 3rd, 2nd. And like I said, each one will get 2 of those pallet coasters, and then the last person on the wheel gets a $50 Amazon gift card. Depends upon how many you've got dancing. Well, Bigham, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you enjoyed, the stream. Right now, I don't have anybody on panel with me right now because everybody is preoccupied. Uh, got other things that uh, there's other channels going on. Hey, there's Robert. How you doing? No, I've been working on trying to get my garage cleaned up, but since uh, I had back in March, I had 3 surgeries in 11 days. I've not had a chance to do more in here. Um, Still working on trying to get things done, but I've got I'm having 2 surgeries on the hand, one for a carpal tunnel, and then the other one for when I slice of the back of the hand. Yeah, well, I mean, this garage is, if anybody's been following the channel, it's gone through a big transformation over the years. This garage here, the house was built, traced it all the way back to at least 1908. It's a 2-car garage. On that side, I've got this bed sheet set up to try and separate the 2 sides. That way I keep the AC more on this side. But the way it worked, it's a detached garage. Okay, so it way backs the property. The other side, drove up the driveway, got in there. If you wanted a vehicle in on this side, back behind that wall is another sliding door in the alleyway. You actually slid the door over and came into the alleyway. But it's only it's a 20 by 20 garage. So each side's like 10 by 20. Robert, some of those can be a hemorrhoid. I appreciate that, Caesar. I hope you hear it. All I say is good luck. I'm going to say good luck to everybody who enters. Like I said, I know I'm not that far away from hitting 1,000. Last I looked, I think it was like 35 away. Let me double check, see what it has to say and everything. All right. Well, right now it's showing I'm 29 away. So getting there. That's good. I like that. Um, yeah, Robert. Depends upon also if they're plastic or they're brass. The brass ones I know for a fact are a lot harder because they don't like come out in one piece. Plastic ones, you got to take them out. They're coming out in pieces anyways or getting destroyed. But yeah, I mean, this garage here, matter of fact, sitting about right in here, if you've ever been to Walmart or any other uh, place, if you go to the fabric department, um, you go in there to where they've got, your patterns and everything, or the books and everything for all the different patterns. You go through them, you find the pattern, they say, okay, it's going to be in cabinet so and so, drawer, whatever. You turn around, you got those like 4 or 5 foot wide boxes that are about a foot tall and about 2 foot deep. Pull the whole thing out, you gotta go searching. There were 7 of them that was stacked up here, and my dad brought home. So those have got cleaned out. I've cleaned out a lot of stuff in this garage, trying to get it organized, and then putting stuff in, moving things around, bringing stuff in, and everything. Like this right here, that's my cobalt. It's like the tool organizer I wound up buying because I'm in the cobalt battery line. I've expanded, bought more. It got to be too small, so I built one from scratch. It's actually gotten to be too small, so I got to build something bigger. Plan is this side over here, it's all going to be cleaned out. I get cabinets. Um, I've got my up there. I've got it's a wind air purification system or filter. I've got one over there on the other side where I've got my table saw, miter saw, joiner, or not joiner, but I've got the planer. I've got my router, which all that's gotten changed up. Uh, Changing up my dust collection system. Eventually, like I said, all this back in here is going to get totally changed up. Dust collection system will go back there. And everything. Our Walmart is actually still has paint mixing department. Some of them might have gotten rid of. No, I didn't. I see one that's over on the StreamYard side, but I don't see it over there. Ah, I must have missed that one, Randy. Appreciate you getting rid of it. And that's why I've got mods on here. That way, if I don't catch it, they do. They get rid of it. And that's one thing we don't tolerate is smart mouse or someone wanting to be harassing on the channel. And also for using foul language. Goes, Randy, yeah, you do it sometimes. I know you don't mean to. Of course, I know I got to remind you about it. But hey, love you anyway, Randy. Yeah, that's something else I've done. I know I've done videos on mower repair. Um, Actually, no, dancing, I'm at 29. At least that's last time I looked. Unless those are going to be ones that just to come in and try and win and then leave. Like I said, I just got through looking. I did a refresh on it. And right now it shows I got 971 subs. So that's not bad. That means I got 29 away. And I think I was at, what, 30, 35? That's 6 more subs. Dancing, you need to go back and learn how to do math. 100 barefoot people? No, that's not 31 or 1,000. But I like the way you think. You're thinking outside the box with your math. All right, Dancing, you just got smurfed. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I like your thought of math on that. Hey, Robert, doesn't the sodium bulbs, don't they pull a lot of wattage? See, that's the main reason why I know the halogen. Oh my God, those things pull a lot of power, and um, yeah, Randy, you're thinking faster than what I can say. Yeah, Robert's gotten smurfed. Um, you know, like I said, the halogens, they pull a lot of wattage. Plus, they put out a lot of heat. I know sodium, from what I understand, they put out some heat. Okay, but they draw a lot of wattage. That's the main reason why I'm trying to go with LED lights, uh, not only in here but also in, of course, in the other garage. I got, since that's all 12 volt DC over there. That's why I'm running nothing but 12 volt LED lights over there. Uh, and they don't. I think each one was pulling like 8 watts of power. So like right now, yeah, I just got notification that Dougster went live. And no, that's not cousin Dougie from Graveyard Cards either. He might be someone's cousin Dougie. I don't know if they want to claim him or not. But yeah, I know, like I said, those sodium bulbs. Now, I do know you can get a sodium bulb. They give off different type of light, not just that, glowing yellow. I know the halogen bulbs, they give off that yellow light and everything. Uh, if at first you don't leave a comment, try again. Yeah, that's just like I know my table saw, it's 15 amps, and I think that was like 1,800 watts. Because I know it's was it volts time? I think it's volts times amps. Yeah, I think, yeah, volts times amps determine your watts. So 120 uh, volts times 15 amps is 1,800 watts. Yeah, because you're going in for the blood work and everything, so they want you fasting on that. They always tell me not. I know that when I've gone in for my surgeries, they've always said not to eat anything after midnight. So did they tell you, not to eat after 8 o'clock, Randy? Oh, good. I was right about something. Amp times voltage. I actually did get something correct. Hey, okay, pat myself on the back for that one. I got something right. I'm actually using my right hand, so I got it. I got it right. I left. Got it right. And see, that's one thing I do know with the uh, that other air compressor I've got. Uh, I want to use over in the other garage. It's going to take quite a bit. That is a 240, and it's 30 amps. That's 7,200 watts. And yeah, I'm going to have a uh, big enough inverter over there to be able to handle that. Of course, right now with everything I've got over there, I'm not pulling that much power. So that 2,000 watt inverter is perfect. Right now, the only thing I have plugged in is that little refrigerator and the battery charger for the batteries. Those power batteries I'm using. Which I haven't even had to charge one yet. Oh, Robert, never else is watching. Did y'all see the video I did where the two new batteries I got did not charge them on house current? I actually charged them out there in the other garage using solar power. I plugged my battery charger into the inverter to charge the lithium battery. I did that on both of them. So I'm using solar power to charge a solar battery. It had no problem doing it either. Let's see. Um, okay, I know where Arnie's hiding at. I know where a few of the other people are hiding. Um, I don't know where Steven's hiding at. There's Mr. Bill Beckett. Yeah, we'll see what I plan on doing on something like that. Uh, is What we'll see about doing, since that wind generator is only for 12 volts. I've got two more batteries I want to get. That way, I've got a total of 8 of them, and have them set in parallel. So I'll have 4 sets of batteries in parallel. Um, Still at 12 volts. No problem, Bill. But the old saying goes, better late than never. let's see, that's who else we're missing. We're missing our two crazy Canadians. I don't know where Sarah. She's probably crocheting, cooking, and lurking at the same time. Uncle Mark, I had no idea where he's hiding at. Now, Susan's probably over at Elaine's. I don't know if Izzy is still watching or not. Shade Tree, he put out a video. Just got that notification. Hadn't seen him in chat for a while. Hey, no problem, Randy. You have a good evening. Have fun tomorrow at the vampire sucking your blood out. Take some garlic with you. That way you can draw them away at the end. That way they don't suck all your blood out. So what'd you do today, Bill? Come on, spit it out. We know you want to talk about your long day at work. I'll be glad when I can get back to doing that. I can talk about everything, all the different cabinets, and how many we've done. I know everybody wants me back. Well, still, take you some garlic. Yeah. Quit trying to correct me when I'm wrong, even if I am. I don't know. Izzy was watching on the TV, I guess, while still over at Elaine's. Well, Bill, I hope not, because it means if you did, that means you ain't got nothing to sit on. Unless you're talking about your mule, then it's probably fine to work your mule. Because that's what they're designed for. That's what they're bred for. Bill, what do you do? I don't think I ever found out what you do for a living. Me, I build cabinets. That's my job. On the assembly line for building cabinets. And I will admit, the way we put them together, totally different than I see people on YouTube showing how to build cabinets. I like the way we do them. And yes, the way we do them is with the frame, face frame. Robert, that's probably what's going on. Hey, Robert, you need to go find out where Arch is at. Unless he's still sitting in the chair getting his makeup put on. Oh, sorry to hear that, Bill. Longtime friend. I don't want to pry or anything, but can you say, what it was that caused it? Oh, you inherited a body shop? Okay, hey, I got some body work that needs to get fixed on. Can you come over and, can I get an appointment set for you to do some body work on my hand? Well, maybe, get rid, pound out some of the dents and dings I got in it. and do some shaping of the fender. No, no, ain't gonna mess with my fender. Like I said, they really worked my hand good today. Wow, that's a long time. Ooh, that sucks. I know that's one of the worst things a woman can ever go through. Oh, I got hammers here. I don't need any hammers. I need to be able to straighten things out. Is this finger here? It don't straighten. That one, this one no straighten. This one no bending. Oh, and Robert, you have to be an FBI agent for that. Female body inspector. And I'm definitely a certified FBI agent. If you don't believe me, you can ask Crystal because I do uh, body inspections on her. I'm not going to say what equipment I use either. Oh, it's a Dean College. So, what was your major in that, Bill? I mean, what kind of class were you in together with her? Eh, hey, Robert, I don't kiss and tell. And Crystal doesn't either. But all I can say is just leave your imagination to it. Yeah, if your imagination's ain't thing like mine, totally in the gutter, yeah. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have any bay up on panel. Keep it going, but y'all gonna have to bear with me. I'll be right back. I had about 3 cups of coffee, and since my coffee maker decided to go say screw you, luckily for me, I did inherit a little 5 cup coffee maker. So I had to run that about 3 times today just to have enough coffee. And it's saying hello, hello, hello. I'll be right back. So y'all chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. And give me a chance to get my dinner. All right, dancing. What kind of trouble are you trying to cause now? I appreciate everybody that stuck around. I said that way I get me something to eat. That's the reason I got my camera down. That way y'all don't see me munching away and everything. Got some chicken nuggets. No, these are not McDonald's. These are some that I've gotten from Walmart. They're not bad. It's the greatest, but they're not bad. Oh, Bill, you're down here by me? Yeah, Palmer's next town. Actually, no, it's the second. Yeah, I got the Garrett. Then the next town north of me, going towards Dallas, is Palmer. I used to have a Palmer address. It was actually a Palmer address, but I lived outside the city limits. Well, memories are good to have. Well, most of them. For some memories, you don't want to have. Like tonight, I cut the back of my hand. That's one memory I'd like to be able to get rid of, but I know. But you learn by them. All life, you learn by your mistakes. Well, Bill, we're not going to hold that too much against you. You know what, Bill? I think you look better in blue. So you just got smirked. Corsica. Dancing, you talking about Corsicana? That's south of me. So y'all talking about Palmer, which is north of me. I got Corsicana to the south, and Waxahachie over to the west, northwest actually. Hey DC, how you doing? Um, Slowly as far as dealing with the hand. Um, I had to go through more therapy today. Wednesday afternoon, I've got another appointment set with the hand doctor. Going to do another X-ray on it, see how it's doing. I've got to get some more. Of course, right now I'm going through therapy. They really worked my hand hard today. I'm getting more use of the middle finger. Hopefully, it won't be that much longer, and you'll be able to show you. I'll be able to show everybody my middle finger on my right hand. Yeah, Grapevine. That's definitely north. That's way definitely northwest. Been to Grapevine. Um, but what's going to take a while, DC, is the index finger because that's That's the one that has more scar tissue and everything on it, more damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, guys. You had to wake
Yes.
me up, and I still want to go back to bed.
But yeah, DC. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be able to tell you. I'll be able to show you. Actually, I can show you with my left hand. I can't right now with the right.
Aw, understandable though, Bill, because you're on a different. Or sorry, Crystal. You get up early in the morning.
Yeah, Bill. Grapevine. It's part of the Dallas Fort Worth area. Uh, there's a big mall up there called Grapevine Mills. It's a pretty big mall. And I have not been there in a long time. Uh, I'm in my avatar because I'm trying to eat right now. But yeah, you got Grapevine. Grapevine. It's there's
Hey, Mark.
see now I was talking about him earlier about crazy Canadians not being here. I said, of course, Sarah. She's probably cooking, crocheting, and lurking.
Mm-hmm.
And also, where's Uncle Mark at?
Oh,
Ooh, that's not good.
yeah, not good, but it's time of the wife.
Yeah. Now we
Okay.
have right now we have not got our summer yet. Hell, we're still in swamp season right now with all the rain. It's
Yeah.
rained off and on throughout the day. Yesterday, Saturday, and what was it? Uh, Saturday night, having $half size hail coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean Grapevine. I think Grapevine is probably about
Mm.
hour and 20 minutes north of me.
Sorry about the pain, Uncle Mark. I know I've had phone calls today, and I've got one person that she wants roughly a dozen hats, and I'm like, ugh. But I've got 60 of them over there to choose from, so that'll do it.
You know, I can definitely tell that internet is still not 100% because Crystal's she's freezing up,
Ah,
and the AC's not on high or very low, I should say. Yeah, because yeah, you froze with your mouth wide open, then you're frozen looking over. Now you're frozen messing with the glasses.
oh well.
And getting that robot sound.
Oh well, I can always leave.
No,
But
yeah,
yeah.
and Uncle Mark, yeah, I know all about that getting old. I'm getting there myself, but uh,
Mm. Always good when the food's great, man.
yep. But DC,
He,
you ain't that old. You're still what 21 and holding.
she says she's feeling it, not that she is it.
I know,
She's younger than I am, I think.
not by much.
Mm, give me a second, I'll go find out. Just to see roughly. I'm not going to actually. Uh, okay.
She's saying she's 43.
Yeah, she's a couple months younger, a couple
Yeah.
years younger than me.
Bill, you're younger than me. I didn't think that.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think Bill was younger than me.
Yeah, DC, I will be 46 on my birthday next in a few weeks, couple of weeks.
Yep, I'm getting an old lady.
Actually, 3 weeks from Thursday.
Yep. Well, I already hit that big 60.
Yeah,
So Uncle
it's
Mark,
all downhill from here.
well, Uncle Mark, he just turned 61, so he's not okay. If he just turned 61, he's not even a year older than me. I turned 60 back in February. I get a lot of people go, I don't look it. I go, yeah, I know. I don't even act it either.
No, you definitely don't act it.
No.
Yeah, I hear that. My knees are shot. And there goes the bug zapper.
Again, yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I appreciate it, Uncle Mark. I guess it's having that young mindset and everything that I've got. Like I keep saying, I might be getting older. Whatever. He's to grow up. I'm only 3 years old. Crystal's robbing the cradle with me. I wouldn't say that, Robert. You can, but I'm not going to say it. Like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholding.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to be holding on to that brown paper bag.
Ah. Mm.
Almost. I got 3 more of these to go. I got a nice little mixture of dipping sauce for them. Got, which reminds me, we're going to have to get more because the one container is almost empty.
Oh, what one?
That chicken dipping sauce.
Oh, the stuff I got specifically for your mother.
That, and then got that one bottle of the what was it? The honey mustard salad dressing.
Mm-hmm.
I mix that. Now I'd use more of the honey mustard dipping or dressing than the other.
Yeah, but
But between the two, makes it come out
yeah,
good.
I mean, I got a bunch of different ones a few months ago, and the chicken dipping sauce
Yeah.
was the one that, I mean, she ate it like nothing. So I got more of it, but and the honey mustard salad dressing is it goes on her plate easier and she can work it. Only for a minute or two. You are. That's just because you said you're ugly. I don't believe that. So nah, take it a minute. Everybody can take a minute or two for a pity party, and then pick up your boots and go.
Yep.
Mm. Damn, girl.
Yeah, that's no fun. I know right now for me, the therapy I'm going through, they're having to basically it's uh, tearing because when I had the surgery and everything, the skin itself healed, but it healed itself to all the tendons, ligaments, and everything else on the inside. So what they're having to do now, by stretching the fingers and the hand, it's ripping all that apart. It's something I've had to go through before on my left hand when I cut the tendons on it. Um, yeah, I knew that was going to be happening. Definitely no fun. Oh, those were good. As a small snack, I should say.
Hope so, because there's no more.
No more. It's cooked. No, it's cook up some more.
Mm-hmm.
That's no big deal there.
See, and tomorrow we can have hamburgers or chicken
Yeah,
burgers
yeah.
because we've got, I think, 2 bags.
Something like that.
Okay. See, if it's got heat to it, I can't get it for his mom because then she'll sit there, she'll do one. It, like, say this is just got about a third of the dipping sauce on it. She'll eat that little bit of dipping sauce on the chicken. She won't touch the rest of her food.
Yep.
Eh, eh,
Uh,
you talk about freezing. Ooh,
DC. Um, they're pretty cute. Uh,
88 in July.
yeah. She'll be 88, and biggest problem is, or the one of the newest problems is that she's starting to, I think, get Parkinson's.
Yeah, because her hand is sitting here doing this on her
Right hand.
walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
she's sitting there holding it and it's doing that, and I can hear it back here.
yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, so she's got the Alzheimer's, dementia going on, and now starting to get the Parkinson's.
yeah, but we got doctor's appointment tomorrow, so and it's just basically is everything going okay? She's still alive. Do we need to change her meds or anything like that?
She'll eat just about anything, DC. Um, I mean, there's not much that she won't eat. Um, I mean, we get fast food and everything. She'll eat that no problem.
She,
Um,
she likes finger foods especially.
yeah, finger food's a lot easier. So if we get something like that, it's always now we order fast food out and everything. So she doesn't eat that much. Get her like the kids meal.
Yeah, but
Um,
the fun thing is she'll get like potato chips.
yeah, mouse nibble.
And it will take her about 10 minutes to eat one potato chip.
Yep. I mean, we give her
What,
the
Bill?
we give her like the snack size of chips or something like that. Hey, there's Woody. How's the weather up north of us? Yeah, Woody, he's just a little bit north of me.
Yeah, we'll give
And that's good, Bill.
well, the weight, it depends on what you weighed before. Depends on what the doctor says on that one.
Yeah.
So some people losing weight is not a good thing. But
Yeah, Woody, I had to go therapy today. There walks at you. Yeah.
I understand, DC. I understand.
Yeah, it was raining on the way over. Then sunshine came out and a few little sprinkles.
Hey, Arnie.
Hey, well,
You,
I didn't send it to you because I figured you would have been still over there at Elaine. Not win any more times. Oh, by the way, I did win once on the bingo before going live tonight.
yay! Okay. Yeah, I gotta get started on me working my weight down. Cause we ain't going into what I weigh. If he opens his mouth on that, I have gigantic sewing needle.
No, I am not Deadpool. You know I
I
like to
will
look like a
I will
mouse.
sew mouth and butt cheeks together with the
Nope,
same thread.
nope.
Uh, Later.
Hi, Mater. Hi, Crystal.
Hey.
I
So
got
what's
something
up?
for you. Arnie, I got something for you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hang on, hang on. This'll work. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Good, Bill.
Whoop, 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 whoop. You won twice.
Hey,
Oh.
where's your hat?
Yeah, Bill. Anytime they have to open you up for surgery is not a good thing. And the older you are, the worse your chances are when you go in for surgery.
Yeah,
I got bad news.
Oh no, what's up?
it's about Layla.
It took
I
Layla, it took Layla to the vet this morning, and she's got a lump on her chest area, and she's gonna need an operation for it.
oh
Yeah, I can't believe you showed the card earlier. I know which one it is because they approved. I can't believe they turned you down for that.
oh no.
Yeah, it's about $1,500 operation.
Hmm.
Is that one that that
All right.
sword she's
Night,
got?
Uncle Mark.
All right. Appreciate you coming in, Uncle Mark. Hey, get closer to hitting that 1,000 sub mark. So, hey, keep up to date on the channel, and I'll put a video out when I do hit that 1,000.
What's that, Mater?
I'm almost at 1,000 subs. I looked earlier tonight, and I was at 971. So I don't know if
Oh,
it's going up. Yeah,
Yeah.
971 subs. So I'm 29 away from hitting 1,000.
Yeah. Bill, when you do get older, closer to his mom's age. Her doctor was in shock. Um, Not the last appointment, but the one before. In the last 4 years, she has gained um close to um she's gained 50 pounds. Um, she wanted to know how I was keeping it on her. I said by making sure she eats.
Yep.
She goes, yeah, but they're trying to, um, because of her age, they don't. Her age group normally will lose weight because they forget to eat.
Yep.
So her doctor was like, um, okay.
So DC,
Yeah, exactly, DC.
I was gonna say, so DC's got that seafood weight gain. She sees food and gains weight.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of extra cushion.
Is it okay to paste the link in the comments?
For what? Oh, for Layla? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. See, I knew it. I mentioned about him still being in the chair for getting his makeup on. Hey, see, Arch showed up. How's it going, Arch?
Hi, Arch. And the link I put in is to help with Layla's operation.
Yeah. No, Arch, y'all guys just forget that there is such a thing as food.
Oh, Arch, I mentioned it earlier. He's already come and gone. But 1776, he put a video out showing how to test fuel pump on a riding mower. And it's like, I like that. I mean, it's very simple. If you're having a fueling problem, pull your fuel line off at the carburetor, turn the motor over. If you got fuel coming out, then you know the fuel pump's working. You got a carburetor problem. If no fuel's coming out, then you know you got a fuel pump problem or clogged somewhere else in the line. See, Robert, I told you he was probably still in his chair getting his makeup put on.
Hey, Robert.
And sometimes I think they still miss a spot or two. That one spot's like right here.
Oh, so I need to start doing yours, huh?
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, DC, but his mother, when I got here, she would get up in the morning and eat like four of these, that amount of food. And then she would sit down and watch TV, and that was it. She would forget to eat anything else the rest of the day. It's not that she couldn't eat, there wasn't anything to eat, she just forgot.
Yeah.
Arch, I don't have I don't think I've got enough fingers and toes to count how many would actually use makeup. But here's my question: talking about just women or men and women?
Both.
Yeah, because most women on YouTube, yeah, they're gonna put on makeup.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I know. You gotta get that powder on your face. That way, the oil don't reflect all that light back into the camera.
Done.
Oh, I hope I got that little critter All of a sudden, I had an 8-legged thing running across the desk.
Oh, oh, man. That hurts me, Robert, just thinking about that much.
What? No Frosty?
Frosty's,
Okay.
Frosty's considered a drink, so that's different.
Well, now, if you're going to go to Wendy's, get a triple and fries and everything, you got to get a large chocolate Frosty.
With me, it's gotta be vanilla.
Yeah, Art. No.
Yes,
No.
Art. It's Layla. And Arnie was saying it's like $1,500. Oh, Care Credit. That's it. That's the one that Arnie reached out to. And they told him, nope.
Night, DC.
Yep. All right, DC. Have a good night. Only got about 10 more minutes anyway, so I'm shutting it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gave me the pamphlet on it, so I figured I'll try it. Nope, declined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to Miguel too. I guess he was telling me about it.
For Monster. His dog. Cat.
Yeah, going to the vet is not cheap.
No. Okay.
That's one thing I do miss is the old. I guess it'd be the vets that you had in a small town that they cared more about the animals than charging a lot of money. I remember there was one night my mom's cat got hold of a chicken bone, and the bone got stuck in the upper part of the mouth. Couldn't get it out.
I had a girl in high school. She was a year younger than me. She could put Tammy Faye. She could be competition. That was back in '95.
But we had a vet here. He cared more about the animals than trying to make money. And we got, luckily we caught him while he was still there, about ready to head home. And I think hey Joey, how you doing?
Hey Joey.
Okay.
How's everything going? Are you back home? Are you still tormenting the nurses?
Yeah, problem with me though is we had a vet like that, but since my mom had passed, and no one wants to go like 3 towns over to go out there.
Yeah.
Because it's over an hour away.
Yep. What type
I
of
think he only charged like $10 for us bringing the cat in that night.
Yeah, have you fed a little bit lately?
It's been a while.
Okay. Because I told you I'm not feeding her.
I know. Okay.
He was released from jail on April 4th.
Okay, so that's when he got his release. Okay. I guess the guards and everything said, "Hey, we're tired, fed up with him. Let's kick him on out of here."
Yeah, well, if he's anything like you, I don't blame him.
No. They're definitely not like me. I mean, I will admit that the The one thing you won't hear Joey doing is giving a round of applause.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, that means you were a good or a decent to good patient. You didn't cuss them out. You didn't act like a fool. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'll be back in a minute. Mother Nature.
So Joey, you got what kind of follow up you got to do with the doctor on that? If I'm not mistaken, he had to go in for a problem with his leg. Thank you, Joey. You know I'm just kidding with you. Oh, by the way, Joey, are you going to be going to No Name Nationals this year? I've already got my ticket punched for it. All right. Well, I got to go back in Wednesday to the hand doctor for him to do an X-ray on it to see how the bone, to see if that bone and everything is how it's healing up, see if it's fusing correctly. Okay. Well, I'm going No Name National this year, but I've got that, and then of course, you know, I'm doing therapy on the hands. Like, man, they really worked the hand pretty good today. Thank you. What I'm hoping for is everything. I get good news Wednesday. If I can get my hand back to, it's getting there. Okay. Um, the hardest thing is going to be the index finger, getting it back to bending. Um, but if I can get more movement out of the middle finger, I can be able to use my hand on the staple and nail gun and the hot glue gun I got to use. I can actually get back to work, get money coming in.
Yeah.
Get some of these bills paid that I need to. That way I don't have to really rely on rely on my mom for her income. There it is from Ernie. How much? Yeah, and that's something I mentioned. I feel sorry for Elaine if she got stuck with you inside of a sealed room. She'd have to take her about 2 bottles of oxygen and pretty good gas mask.
Yeah, she grabbed the can of soda earlier and she was belching.
Oh, did any of my numbers come back up where I could win? Or was anybody even paying attention?
You won twice.
Well, I know I won before I left, so I won it one other time afterwards.
Yeah.
30 numbers or less?
No.
Damn it.
Oh, dang.
Art, he might. Know him and all that hair he's got. Yeah, he might cough up a fur ball. Yep. Yeah, Joey. Arnie definitely gets it coming out of both ends. We hear it too. He can be off camera and we can hear it. That's also another reason why we can say, do not reach down to pick anything up because it stresses something.
Or I could be by the oven, be putting something in or getting something out.
All right, well, I got to get this shut down because it's almost 8 o'clock. Need to get the trash and everything done. That's true, Robert. That is very true. But then there are sometimes don't want to taste it. Or what's that one thing is, go to the grocery store, get in all that fancy cheese area, let one go and say, doesn't that cheese smell good? And everybody go, oh, it does have a aroma smell.
My dad would always say that too.
Yep.
Better to burp and taste instead of fart and waste.
Yep. All right, well, like I said, I got to shut this down. That way I can get trash all done. I got one little bag out here I need to get emptied, taken out. And then got to get everything inside the house. So, Arnie, you got any final words?
Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night, and I have a PayPal link out to help cover Layla's cost, $1,500 operation, which I was not expecting at all.
Poor Mater, he has to do trash tonight.
I know.
And I'll put here's the phone. Put my video link out quick too.
But anyways, yeah, and everybody, hey, like I said, hit the thumbs up, share this out. I'm getting closer to the 1,000 sub mark. So 29 away before I'll be doing the drawing and everything for all the prizes and everything. So hopefully it won't be that much longer.
Yeah.
All right, sweetie, you got anything to say?
Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, well, there's the link and everything that Arnie's got. But I appreciate you to come in tonight. All I can say is y'all stay safe. God bless. Arnie should be live tomorrow night. I'll be live
tomorrow night.
Wednesday. Do what, Arnie?
I'll be live tomorrow night.
Yep. So he'll be live tomorrow night, and I'll be live Wednesday.
I will be back in June.
Yeah. Because we're still having the problems with the internet and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, y'all stay safe. God bless, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye-bye.